Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host LovelyCheesePizza here. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Gran Turismo 3, the real driving simulator. I finally got through one of these without coughing. Holy shit, let's go. So we're gonna go into the license center because we've got things we gotta do. We're probably gonna be spending maybe the next 2 episodes in here, so if license testing wasn't the thing you wanted to see, I apologize, but we gotta do it. It's gotta happen. We gotta get that International A license so that we can go and do our first endurance race. So we're gonna work on the A tonight, see what we can do, and we'll jump into it. I've got this is really pissing me off because it's been like polluting my mind all day. And normally this isn't always a bad thing. Like it's not always a bad thing to have, you know, like a jingle from a commercial stuck in your head. I mean, there's good ones out there. However, the one that I have stuck in my head, not only is it not good. Oh god, the coughing's coming back. Not only is it not good, but it's such a weird jingle to get stuck in your head. Like Of all the things that it could have been, like, I would have rather probably had George Moreland plumbing the Water Heater King stuck in my head than what I, you know, got stuck with today. I'm going to work this morning, and I hear the jingle for this commercial all the time, like, a lot. And this is the first time that it's ever, like, just gone into my head and not gone away instead of just going in one ear out the other. But it is the radio ad for the 1-800-DIVORCE hotline. You know, you call those people up so they can you know, help you with your divorce, but the jingle for it it's brilliantly terrible, and probably by design, I'm sure, because obviously what they put together was fully successful, because I'm sitting here, you know, 12 hours later talking about it. Damn, we're getting like all the tight vehicles right now to drive. I'm all about that Skyline. Look at how quickly it gets off the line. It's so sick. But anywho, so I get the 1-800-DIVORCE thing. I don't remember it like verbatim, but it's close enough. So I'm gonna try and, you know, replicate it for you, just so you can put up with the nightmare that is consuming the fibers of my being. That is, oh god, that is known by the name none other than 1-800-DIVORCE, which is, by the way, a genius name for that, because it fits perfectly into a standard, you know, a standard phone number. But it's something to the extent of, you bought her that something, and you bought her that car, you even bought her that rock, and now you're calling 1-800-DIVORCE, so she won't clean your clock. And there's like, it's like a little bit more to it, but that's basically what it is. Like, it's like this weird kind of jazzy thing. It's just so terrible. The guy is just like, he's like over accentuating the entire thing. But god, it's brilliant. Like, every single time I ever hear it, I'm like, man, that song is terrible, but it's so good. It's really good. And like, I don't know, it's one that, like, I really want it to be out of my head right now. And by that nature, I am now taking every single one of you guys, you know, into the hell chasm that is 1-800-DIVORCE. So I hope that you guys fully enjoy it, because, hey, I'm dragging you down with me for a long time. That will probably come up in this series yet again, many times later. I mean, meanwhile, we're actually going through this pretty well. We may be able to get through maybe a license and a half. Who's to know? I hate these damn circle tracks with your 60R dry road. What the hell are you gonna do, you know? I guess maybe to get my eyes off of the fact, oh god, I gotta drive this thing. Don't get me wrong, I love the Dom Toretto RX-7. It's great. However, the fact that it's rear-wheel drive is just fucking purgatory once you start going a little bit faster here. I'm just gonna try to not overextend myself here. Just gotta control the speed. If you go below 69 miles an hour, the entire thing's gonna blow because there's a bomb on board that was created expertly for this situation, and if that were the case, I have already blown it up many times over. Come on, baby. Come on, we gotta go around the horn one more time. One more time going around the horn, so we will get the trophy. Oh god, we need to hurry up. Hurry up! Alright, that worked out pretty well. I haven't gotten any silvers in this thing at all, but hey, we're getting there. I didn't want to do that. Thank you. Okay, so let me just mention this really quick. Since we're driving, and this actually just popped back into my head now. I was going to talk about it the other day, and I totally forgot about it, but it's still pissing me off to this day. Oh, good. Yes, the 60R wasn't bad enough. Let's take on the 100 instead. That's just lovely. So, like, 2 days ago, it was just pouring down snow. It was turning into ice. It was this whole thing. I was at work for, like, seriously, like, an hour and a half. It was probably the most absurd day at work I think I've ever had. And so I get there at 10, we close at 11:30, because the snow was just like piling up pretty bad by Oregon standards. And so I jump in my car and I'm getting ready to drive home, and I'm getting ready to pull out onto the main road, and I see, I gotta look left and check to make sure there's nobody coming. The one car, or the one truck that decides that it's gonna pull out there, it's this guy with a huge-ass lifted Dodge Ram, and, he's got the huge-ass tires on there, and he does classic douchebag move. He goes and he just comes barreling around, around the corner or whatever, going way too fast in, all this snow and, compacted snow that's basically just, it's basically ice at this point. He comes just barreling around this corner, and he's like sliding through, one full lane of traffic. He gets to the point where he's like correcting, and he decides to start like fishtailing down the road, going probably the solid like 35 miles an hour, and he's just like swiveling all over the place. It is insane. And as he's going by, because I'm just sitting here watching this guy like, boy, this guy's really having way too much fun with this. We're seriously going 150 miles an hour? Hold the damn phone. No way we're going to go into this thing going 150 miles an hour. There's, I mean, what are we, using like the rocket car from Rush 2 right now? I'm calling bullshit. We're going 95. We're not going 150 right now. I mean, we're not even going to get to 150, so I don't know where the whole 150 baloney came from, but hey. We're driving a Jaguar. Hoo-boo-boo. Oh, God. Going around the corner. But yeah, so I'm looking at this dude, and he looks like what it would look like if Stevie Wonder were driving after he just got done pounding like 4 Red Bulls, and somebody told him that like Hitler was coming after him or something. He's just like, oh my God, doing that whole thing. And then as soon as he drives by, because I'm just like totally captivated at looking at this fool, he drives by, he has a truck full of 4 little kids. 4 little kids driving like a 16-year-old, in traffic where, in the oncoming lane, it's like there's a billion cars coming down, all of which are going like, 10 or 15 miles an hour, because nobody in Oregon knows how to drive in snow, outside of this guy that thinks that he's, the fucking god of the world, or maybe the god of war, or the god of driving, who knows? It could be any one of those things. I really don't like the way that the back of these Camaros look. It looks like sad, depressed eyes. Like, give this thing a goddamn Prozac and let's begin the healing process. But I'm just sitting here like, why who allowed kids to ever be inside of your vehicle ever? Because if it were up to me, you would never have my child in your car. Like, snow in Oregon is a very temperamental thing, because the majority of people don't know how to drive in it. The majority of people don't know how to space between people when you're stopping, because the majority of people, when it snows in Oregon, are not prepared for it. And so for this guy to just be driving around, like it's New Year's Eve and he's already pounded like an 18 rack on his own with a car full of children all under the age of 6, it's like, I want to give you, like, the Scorpion from Mortal Kombat, get over here thing, and just, like, put a fist right square in his chompers and be like, hey, you need to stop being a fucking tool and drive with at least a little bit of, moderate concern for the fact that you have fragile bodies inside of your fucking lifted metal death trap. Okay. He's probably a guy that, let's be honest, he's probably a dude that's got like a backwards trucker hat, a t-shirt that is at least 2 sizes too short because he wanted to show, he went to the gun show and so he wanted to show him off to all the fucking bitches. And just like that, we have an A license. And now he's like, hey kids, this is how you drive a goddamn truck. You know, you tell everybody to fuck off and then you just start fishtailing because, you know, fuck Trump, you know, you know, he's the worst person in the history of the world, so that just means I should be able to drive however I want to drive in protest of his, you know, president-elect status. Basically how it goes. I feel like we're being a little bit overrun by driving in the 60R, and now I get to drive on wet pavement. That's just fantastic. I love these Corvettes. Growing up, I had a probably alright, well, we totally fucked that one up. I had to finish that statement so that I'm not leaving you, you know, out in the cold, by Acceptance, which is a great song. He leaves us in the cold. If you ever believe this is what you need. Anywho, before I get away from myself, oh god. Okay, calm down, calm down. It's silent scope, calm down. I had a lot of model Corvettes like this. I actually had one that was that same kind of, you know, goldenrod yellow color. It was a gorgeous vehicle. It was actually one of my favorite cars growing up. I was gonna say I really don't think we're gonna get this thing in time, and I was 100% correct, passed the test by doing it. Okay. Oh, I love the sound effect when you know, when you slam on the gas, like all that wet pavement just goes. Super cool effect there. I'm trying so hard to not lose control of this thing, but it's got a mind of its own though. It is becoming self-aware, and it is trying to, you know, foil my plans at an Inspector Gadget, Dr. Claw type of thing. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh god, I hate the wet pavement one so much. It is definitely not the GOAT. Come on, baby. We got this thing in the bag. We've got her in the bag. Put the lotion in the basket. Put the wheels to the pavement. Let's get the damn thing done. I'm trying so hard right now not to overdo it. Oh god, okay, we're going a little wide here. We're going a little Florida State wide left. Oh god, hey, we should really stop going so far out here. We're going really far out of our way. Oh no, don't you dare! I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're trying to do. Oh god, come on, no, don't do it, don't do it. Oh no! Oh god! Oh, that would have been the ultimate finish had I been able to spin out completely and back my way through that. That would have been like the final moment, or like the final race in Talladega Nights, where their cars just get totally fucked up and they just run to the finish, and it doesn't even count. But this one would have, and I would have done it without my car, you know, just bursting into flames. Come on, baby. We got to get this thing. We really need to not fail. We must do this without fail. Oh, no. Oh, you mother-sucking fucking anthill of doom. Let's go. All right, we have found the kryptonite. We have found the Superman killer right here. Right here on the 11 o'clock news. Let's go. Really love that cityscape back there. Kind of reminds me of the Orchid stage from Killer Instinct on the Super NES. Never really, I don't know. Oh my god, not again. This is really bad. I take full responsibility for this, and I apologize heavily. I did not think we were going to run into a challenge that would really just have this drive stalled dead in its tracks here. But I assure you, I am trying my damnedest right now. I'm certainly trying my hardest to not allow this thing to do what it is trying so hard and successfully to do. But yeah, here's my hard take. Here's my hard take that I am getting away from. I personally never was really a big fan of like the like Killer Instinct Gold for the Nintendo 64. Or even, like, I wasn't even really as big of a fan of even, like, the arcade version. Like, to me, I feel like the essential version of Killer Instinct... No. I feel like the essential version... Oh, come on, baby. Come on, baby, come on! Hey, yay, we got it! Oh, boy. I mean, we started really losing that thing, but I knew I was close enough. What?! What?! Oh, no. Okay, that was 53. I thought I had 52 466. I'm sorry. Well... Premature celebration, that is a 55-yard penalty. You're going to hell. Yeah, I don't know. I really feel like, the Super Nintendo version is the essential version of Killer Instinct. It may not look as good visually, which, you know, depending on who you talk to, because I really think, personally, that the Super Nintendo version looks great. I think that it controls better, in my opinion. I don't know. It seems a little bit easier to perform combos in that. Like I found in the arcade version, especially with like players like Saberwolf and Orchid, that it becomes so much more difficult to really pull off those longer string combos. So I don't know. Super Nintendo is the one that I adore personally. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, we got it. Yes. Oh my God, that was absolutely nerve-wracking, but we got it. It was, and we got 69. We'll do one more, unless it just so happens to be the 100, because it probably will. I'll take one crack at it. I will take one crack at this just seething, gaping maw of destruction before we call it a day. That's what I'm going to say in this situation. We got 65 and a half seconds to figure this thing out. As we do a slightly wider version of the same thing. Should be a little bit easier though, because this turn that we're taking isn't so pronounced. You know, we should be able to stick right here on the side and not have to worry. Oh God! And right as I go off and say it, we're putting ourselves at risk for total Hagalaz. If we're playing the Binding of Isaac, you know, rebirth and or anti-birth or afterbirth. Plus, of course. And then you get to have the Hagalaz rune, which I think is probably one of the coolest named items in a game. It rolls off the tongue so well. Hagalaz. You guys are probably like, what amount of fucking hallucinogenic drugs did this man take before he started doing this video? This has easily probably been the most off-the-rails episode that I've done so far. I don't know, I'm just really full of energy tonight. Hey, look at that! That one was so much easier. What the hell? That's I'm telling you, the 60R is just it is something that could have only been constructed by the hands of demons. It really is. So we're going to stop right here. I think that we got a fair amount of progress done. Probably could have realistically finished here if I wouldn't have run into fucking Irritable Bowel 1 over there, but we didn't. So, you know, the fruit of the loom is off the stove. So when we come back on the next installment of Let's Play Gran Turismo 3 The Ultimate Driving Simulator, we're going to work our way through Irritable Bowels 3 through 8. That is a total of 5 bowels. That is a lot to handle. It's actually 6 if we're really counting correctly. And then after that, we'll move on to International A. So, you know, the endurance race isn't too far off from the horizon. And so when we come back, we'll take a crack at it. Until then, my friends, this is your host, LovelyCheesePizza, saying thank you guys for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. It really helps. You really don't understand how much it helps me out that you guys do that. I appreciate it so much for all of you that do. And if you enjoyed the content, hit the subscribe button as well. I would also much appreciate that if you are not already joining the party. Until then, my friends, I will see you next time. Take it easy. Bye.